All right, and of course, what a great day to be alive. What a great time to see Locker Room on Voice of the People TV. And of course, a lot going down today as far as so much happening in the exciting world of football. It's less than 24 hours where tears were flowing at the Bilbao Stadium. It was a day of reckoning for the side who were unbeaten for so long and decided to go beating at the very crucial stage where they needed to win. On that note, I say welcome to Locker Room on Voice of the People TV. My name remains Jerry Arpelioi, reporting for football duties, and so much will be going down on the show today. It promises to be epic, and it's one show definitely you don't want to miss. Of course, Ikechukwu is here, and I don't know where to start from, but we'll start from somewhere. Ikechukwu, how market? It's great to have you join us on Locker Room today.
Well, Jerry, market fine.
Are you sure?
Good evening and good evening
to see you humble.
To our viewers.
I didn't know you are this humble.
I don't know.
You know, situations make a man humble. What happened yesterday at the Bilbao Stadium? What happened to the king of comebacks? Because I think they considered, was it the first half?
Yes, it was the first time.
As the king of comebacks in Europe, you had more than 45 minutes as the king of comeback to come back and even win the game. First half went by. Second half, 80 minutes. I saw a lot of desperation, a lot of changes. I don't know. The comeback never came. And 90 minutes was over, and then the man who was being mocked for winning and for saying he always wins something 2 years into his season at every club side eventually won the title. What happened to Ruben Amorim? How will you assess Ruben Amorim this season? Was it a fantastic time? So far, so good. Has it been a success?
Well, Jerry, taking a job right there after the season must have kicked off in the top club is quite difficult for many managers, and of course that's why Ruben Amorim actually really struggled this season. The players are actually not his, and the team already also is not his. But of course he did his best, and of course United actually escaped relegation. Like I said, United's job this season so far was actually just to stay afloat, and which they actually did. And of course for the Europa League, United should have won it. Tottenham didn't actually come to play football. They just came to actually sit back. Quite understandable. I mean, for a team who has failed to win any title for about over 40 years. So it says a lot about,
I beg to disagree because this is a team that has played Manchester United 4 times this season. Are you telling me they sat back all the 4 times? I saw that game yesterday. No. They did not sit back. They gave Man United a run for their money. No,
Jerry. Tottenham.
They also made
the 3 games Tottenham played against United in the league. Outside this European Championship was actually, a game Tottenham actually dominated. This game was quite different.
And they are used to beating Manchester United.
They didn't actually come to play.
They didn't style the ball.
Again, right? I mean, United actually acted did what a big brother would do. I mean, for a team who
was the big brother?
To actually give them something, Yes, you give
all the hopes of Man United was hinged on this trophy. Alex Ferguson was
this is one of the reasons why we've been clamoring for.
All the Man United faithfuls were there because they were
there to actually see the game, which is I mean, as a sport person, you always go see a game.
Mr. Man, you are
Jerry, as a sportman, you want to see any game. The truth is, Jerry.
You are deflecting.
The truth is, Jerry.
Your prophecies and everything was hinging on this.
No, we looked at it and said no. For a team that has failed to win a trophy, it will be hard. It will be.
You are watching lyrical.
It will be wicked.
Don't be sounding like a broken record.
Jerry, it will be wicked. It will be sad for us to actually take this one. I mean, who knows when else they are going to actually get to the final. The last time they got to the final, they were robbed. Liverpool got a penalty in the Champions League final, and the rest.
What do you mean robbed?
They were robbed. Liverpool, that penalty was not a penalty.
What about the second goal? What happened?
Of course, they were already demoralized, and then second goal came. That was what happened.
Coming from you, I think I'm disappointed.
Yes, you have to be disappointed. But the truth is, this
what do you mean by robbed? Okay, yesterday, what happened?
Jerry, like I said, this is more like a Mickey Mouse trophy. It's not. This is one of the reasons why a lot of us have been clamoring.
Wanted to use to enter the Champions League.
This is why we've been saying that Europe should actually cancel this idea of winning Europa. Come on, how can the 17th team You
Wow.
know, win a trophy and then go to Champions
You
League.
should join a political party. You have been to sound like a politician. I think you are in the wrong platform. You are not. You're not supposed to be talking sports.
No,
You are
Jerry.
supposed to be in a political party. You know, people deceive people, and just be deceiving people.
Jerry, no.
I think you are very good. You will be very good at it.
No, Jerry. No, to be honest, it's unfair.
It's on the same platform.
17
the thing
on
is
the
that,
table.
you know, this is double standard because this is on the same platform. You were clamoring that as a Wenger should not be saying that a team that wins Europa League should play the Champions League. You kicked against it. You were excited that Manchester United was going to win the Europa League. Even as at yesterday, you kept on challenging me, throwing banters, and saying that Jerry will win. When we win, we'll come here, we'll celebrate the Champions League, and so on. You were hinging all your hopes on that Europa League final, that you are going to win it and come here to shame me. Now you are coming here, you are waxing lyrical, deflecting, and sounding like a politician that wants to win the election at all costs. And why are you deceiving the audience? Have been watching you. At least we have faithful audience who have been watching you on locker room. Day in, day out, you come here and defend a lot of things about Manchester United. And today you are telling me it's a Mickey Mouse trophy. I think this is double standard.
No, but Jerry.
Don't look like a double-edged sword that you don't even know where you sit, because you are beginning to sound like those politicians. I don't want to mention their names now. Who will say this in the morning, but afternoon they are saying something else. I understand your situation.
Jerry.
When you are promoting a bad product, it makes you now want to speak from the two sides of the
Jerry, the truth is this. We know that it's unfair for a team that finished 17 to actually go to the Champions League.
No, it's not. Yesterday was not unfair.
No.
Yesterday was not unfair.
Jerry, what are you going to be? See, what are you going to tell?
Is Mayowa with us right now? Mayowa, you'll be hearing this guy waxing lyric and he just kept mute. Has he got it that bad? At least we cannot stand on the truth, existing protocol again. All the prophecies this man has been dishing out week in, week out. At least we have locker room viewers who have been watching you for the successive weeks. Even since last month, you have been sharing trophies. You say Europa League is for Man United, and you're coming here today, just one day after. He didn't even wait. It's not up to 24 hours. He has started deflecting. He has denied. Hey God. Why? It is what happens when you are supporting a bad product. You know, when you want to promote a bad product, you fall into situations like this.
Well, the thing is I think it's going to be a very difficult 24 hours. It has been a very difficult 24 hours for every Manchester United fan, including myself. I remember you were calling me very late last night. I couldn't pick because I wanted to hide my face in shame. But in any case, it is what it is. Tottenham deserved to win that particular game. Manchester United did not do well. And to be honest with you, in as much as we throw banter around and we play around, I think we did not deserve that particular trophy yesterday based off our performance. And also, another critical question is this: why did we sack Ten Hag? Since Ten Hag left, the result has not been that good. I mean, we are going to finish about 17th. So why did you fire Eric Ten Hag? But in any case, the deed has been done. It's a rebuilding process. And Europe next season might be a distraction for Manchester United. I think it's a good thing that, we are not going to Europe. We'll be able to concentrate and see what we can be able to do in terms of rebuilding the Manchester United team. To be honest, it's been a sad almost 24 hours for every Manchester United fan.
I never believed that Man United fans would say playing the Champions League next season would be a distraction. This team has been mediocres, a team full of mediocrity from the beginning of Ruben Amorim's time. It has been reflecting mediocrity. It has been showing mediocres from the goalkeeping position down to the attack, the bench. Even Ruben Amorim has lost all the ideas he came to Manchester United with. He has become a shadow of himself. This is not the man we were seeing with a winning mentality when he was at Sporting. He has become more or less like a man who is lost.
No, Jerry.
Because why I'm saying this is
Cut
that
him some slack.
all his tactics have proven that no matter what he does with this Manchester United side, it's just inevitable that they are going to fail.
This is not his
Take a look at his Premier League record. That's the worst we have seen of any manager as far as Manchester United standard is concerned. With all due respect, fine. You guys might want to, because of you have become used to failures and so on and so forth, you accept anything. That's what I've seen. Manchester United is beginning to accept failure and beginning to say, okay, let's see if we can build next season. I think Ruben Amorim, so far so good, he has failed.
Yeah.
He was going to use the Europa League as an opportunity to say there is hope. But I think this Manchester United loss is a blessing in disguise. It's a reality check.
United gifted them the trophy.
Forget about gifted. That's just antics.
No,
banter aside. Leave banter aside.
See,
this team.
This is not a trophy.
This team has been failing.
This is not a trophy we should be proud of.
This team has been failing from day one since Ruben Amorim took over the job. Imagine Maiwa now is saying, why did they sack Erik ten Hag? It shows you that when you now go for an option, thinking it was the solution, the one that was failing before, you will now say, yeah, I didn't know. Like,
but
anyway, we'll get to that part. Don't worry. There's still a lot of time.
So
I can see
we are not there yet.
David is waxing lyrical behind the scene.
So we are not in that part yet.
To imagine,
and you are doing all this, Jerry.
to imagine that David, as of last week, you bear me witness. We are talking about David, our own David of
yes.
BOP TV, so that people will know who we are talking about. As of last week, this man was forwarding beer parlor talk or the WhatsApp group telling me of how good. What we do?
I didn't see those messages.
You will not see them anymore. You will not see them. Yesterday, my man went offline. It's not receiving calls. He started dodging and deflecting.
So why are you calling everybody like all these loan app people?
Anyway, yesterday you said, today I'm going to congratulate you when you win the trophy. But today, I think I'm going to tell you sorry.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to tell you sorry. Take heart. I hope you are with your BP drugs. And make sure that you are well guided. Your BP kits to make sure that...
Well, the thing is, to be honest with you, I think it's your time to gloat. The result gave you the opportunity to gloat. And if I were in your shoes too, I would take the same route. I mean, we've been bantering Liverpool as PGMOL, and then title and the rest of that. However, the bottom line is banter aside, I think Ruben Amorim might not be the man to take us forward. To be honest with you, in as much as we want to say, let's give him time, you would expect that there should be an improvement in how Manchester United play. But how we have played so far does not indicate that. How do you lose almost 18 games since you have joined? It doesn't make any logical sense. I don't think he has what it takes to take Manchester United forward. And I will not be surprised if before the start of next season, Manchester United decides to part way with Ruben Amorim, because I don't think he's the one to take us forward.
Yeah, because his statistics betrays everything that has to do with a man that knows what he's doing. Because it looks like maybe his assignment is to nail Manchester United. Maybe his plan was to relegate the club, but somehow it seems like the FA decided to help you stay afloat. Because for the performance of Manchester United season, they're supposed to be behind Ipswich Town. Ipswich is supposed to be above Manchester United, but just for the tradition, I think you are the people that the PGMO has even assisted. If you want to look at the table, it's unfair that Manchester United is above Leicester City and Ipswich on the league table, because they have been woeful, very woeful. With all the players you are paying so much money, I saw Mason Mount, who has practically become a medical student while being on the Russia and Ghana due to what we know about the FIFA rule, due to the fact that the end time. And the question is, why waste the slot on inviting a player who will not play eventually? Why inviting him? I didn't know other players would have filled those spots.
This is shameful. This is very shameful. Why invite a player you've not completed? His
Why
switch.
even put his name on the list?
That's what I'm saying. Why even? Why?
You can invite him, but let his name not be on the official list.
No,
Let him come and train.
The
We've
name,
seen situations like that.
see, the name on the list means he's been invited already, right? What I'm saying is, I mean, you can actually bring in somebody without telling anybody that this person is part of the
Yes,
training
that
team,
is
right?
that is how
So
it's
my
supposed
point
to have
is,
been.
you've dropped the list of players that will be going
And you put his
for a
name
tournament, and you are yet to actually complete the player's transfer. It's just like saying.
I think I want to remember Osazo Dewige when he wanted to leave to, was it West Brom or something?
Yes, it was West Brom.
Yes.
From Russia. He was moving from Russia to
No, it was in England. He was trying to move to another club side.
West Brom to, is it QPR?
I think it was Queen's Park.
Queen's Park Rangers at the point. I think it was a transfer deadline where
he only drove to the new club when his transfers have not been done and dusted.
See, that one is even quite different. We are talking about switch of nationality. I don't know. See, this sort of disgrace, you only get to see it in this part of the world, particularly in Nigeria, because many times things that you hear sometimes are wondering who are the people running football. How long does it take for these things to happen? You want this guy, go for him, make sure you complete all the process. I mean, this is a national issue. It's not like you have to go through a certain back channel. This is, between two countries or between nations and FIFA doing business. I don't know why every simple thing appears to be rocket science in this part of the world. Okay, we are complaining that we are having issues in the center back of Super Eagles, and players who are actually good enough to issues coming up at this point. Well, it's still very much a friendly game, so let's get to see what Eritrea is going to come up with. But then this is so shameful to hear. I mean, if it were to be a World Cup qualifier, this is exactly the same thing conversation we'll be having. I don't know to what point, Jerry.
I understand. Sometimes you just everything defies logic as far as the way football is being run in this part of the world. Maiwa, Felix Agu, there's been a lot of talk about him coming to play for the Super Eagles. I believe that as at when they started scouting him and talking to him, they would have started making preparations. And if he were to be a crucial part of the jigsaw that Eric Chell was going to use to prosecute an important game, is this how it will be handled? What's so difficult? I know sometimes there are some hurdles you have to cross. Yes, if you have not crossed those hurdles, you can still let him stay aside, or maybe not even include him in the list. You can just invite him to become a spectator and train with the team, but not make it look like he's already part of the team. I even see that they included his name, maybe a part of PRO to show that they are working, and they now bracket training. I think we'll put up the list so that our viewers will understand what we are talking about.
See, the thing is this, we have said it consistently. You cannot have incompetent people, running our football, and you expect competent results. The same people told us when they were searching for coach that Bruno Labbadia has already signed. His team, they are already on the plane. Bruno Labbadia's team, they are yet to arrive. The same people, because of documentation, we were unable to play Argentina for a World Cup friendly, for a friendly match that would have helped our team. The same people. I mean, it shows how incompetent they are. Why are you not crossing your eyes and dotting your T's before coming forward? The same people published the picture of Bruno Labbadia on their official social media pages as our coach that will take us through the World Cup qualifier, only for Bruno Labbadia not to show up. It shows that they don't do their due diligence. They don't know what's going on. I will not be surprised. Those tasked with this responsibility do not know. Those that release the list, the technical committees that will sit down on this particular list, did not know that NFF has not cleared this guy. Why is it that it takes it's rocket science to clear this particular person? And if the guy has not been cleared, why include him in our national team? If this were to be an important World Cup qualifier and we mistakenly list a Felix Agu and Felix Agu actually showed up, we'll be feeding an ineligible player and points will be deducted. It shows how, it shows the level of incompetence in our football. And I hope, and this is to all the 36 state FA chairmen, and I hope that when it is time for election, I hope they do the right thing. And please elect somebody who knows anything about football. It's just so shameful that this is happening to Nigeria after 78 years of existence. It's just so shameful.
All right, Mario, we understand that we have a call. Okay, let's take the call and see what we have there. Hello, you're welcome to Local.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you. You're live.
Guys, this is David. Jerry, they don't know how to do that.
Oh, that sounds like Ruben Amorim's assistant. Is that David?
At least I get better job when I'm not an assistant. Literally.
No, at least you're the one picking his failed notes. Those notes that he used to
Oh,
give
God,
failed practice.
shut up.
Don't be frustrated. It's not my fault. Don't be sounding frustrated. I'm not your problem.
The honest truth is, like it or not, the both teams does not even deserve to be in the final. I've said it twice.
Oh,
You were talking about the what's that thing called now? The me ranting on the platform. I was talking about your Pogba Cup that you won, and of course you thinking that Gravenberg
There's
was
so much noise where you are, David.
oh, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Maybe.
Okay. You're talking about Gravenberg as a young player of the year. And I was telling you
You are
that
taking us back, oh. We are talking about the
I am
present.
just telling you. I'm
You're
telling
talking
you
about
what
fresh
exactly
news.
what that
Fresh
was.
news.
I was bringing you all the facts. I didn't say anything about Man U being in the final. Of course,
Oh,
it was just not meant to be for Manchester United to win that trophy. But then
congratulations.
we moved to another season.
Where are you moving to? On that
To
bridge.
another season to build well.
Ah,
We are not
so,
your own Pogmo people.
okay.
Anyways, it's nice having to be a part of the show today again. Thank you, guys.
All right. Anyway, that was the word you used yesterday, so you are moving. Because the only way I've seen that Man United is moving is under the bridge.
Rest in Jesus' name. Rest in Jesus' name.
It has become prayer point. You can see how frustrated you guys are, but it is what it is.
What is frustration? What is
That's
frustration?
the back of
Jerry,
frustrated fan.
you are gloating over a Mickey Mouse trophy.
No, it's not. See, it's not even about the trophy.
A trophy.
The thing is that
Jerry, let me tell you how
the
small
only
the
reason
trophy
I'm
is.
happy.
Why are you
The
happy?
major reason I'm happy is the fact that with that mediocre season Manchester United has had, it will be unfortunate.
United is better than Tottenham this season.
See.
And you prefer Tottenham win.
No,
I'm asking.
No, Tottenham and Manchester United head to head.
United is better than what is head to head?
Tottenham is better than you this
What
season.
do you mean head to head?
4 times.
What position are they?
Mario,
What position?
if you are sparring with somebody,
What's his sparring?
you spar with him the first time, he beat you. You beat you the second time, third time, fourth time. What's that? That's marriage now.
I think the person is better than you now.
Yes, now that's you officially become their wife now.
Okay, wait. On
that note,
we are discussing league. League table reflects who is a better team.
On that note, you guys went to the final of the Europa League, right? That's the only other place you guys also met.
Jerry, no.
And he met you in the final and still beat you.
Jerry.
He met you in the Premier League twice, he beat you. So everywhere he caught you, he was just beating you.
Jerry.
What else do you say?
Are you saying
what else you use to judge that
a team that is 17th on the log is better than Manchester United?
Far better.
How?
They won the Europa League.
Okay, so they're better than
wait,
the 7th.
Wait, calm down. Wait, calm down. After beating you in Europa League,
8th position.
That same league you are talking about, that your position is better than theirs. They made you over 2 legs. And they beat you home and away. What else do you want?
Okay, so
what else are you going to?
Okay, Jerry. Okay, if this is your ground.
Yes.
Now, if we talk about the team,
wait,
hold on now.
What's the point difference between Man United and?
It doesn't change anything.
Look at this man. Look at this man.
It doesn't change anything.
Look at you are on the same level.
No,
But they have not gone ahead of you to beat you twice and win the Europa League.
What you are doing is very unfair.
Let's not deflate.
No, it's actually 4 times.
Okay,
It's actually 4 times.
No.
4 times. Wait, calm down.
What you are doing is unfair, and you know it. You're just trying to make United look bad, worse than
this your brother he has suddenly become a politician and an activist at the same time. Which one is unfair?
No, see, how can you say a team that is below United on the log is better than Manchester United?
But in spite of the struggles of Ange Postecoglou,
the truth has to be said.
This season, he had injury problems.
United does not have any injury problem.
Come on.
We suffered a lot of injuries. Jerry, what you're saying is not
United
true.
is a traditional failure.
What do you mean traditional failure? You're discussing injury. Let's discuss injury. United suffered a lot of injuries this season.
Take a look at Manchester United squad, head to head. In terms of players with Tottenham Hotspur, Tottenham does not come close. In terms of quality of players, you are supposed to have over Tottenham. So it's a shame.
It's not a shame.
You are raising your voice and you are comparing yourself to Tottenham.
This is Ange's second.
Tell me how many.
This is Ange's second season, which means they are supposed to have a more stable squad.
This is
yes, now. Jerry, you're not being truthful. This is Ange's second season. He's supposed to have a more stable squad. It's not even supposed to be anything less than 10 position. Last season, they didn't finish in this position. It means the team dropped.
You know, when a man is drowning.
No, Jerry, no.
He's looking for anybody to drown.
Jerry, this is
so that
Ruben
Amorim will not be the only one.
Ruben Amorim did not take this team to the preseason. He joined this team while the season is already on.
But Ikechukwu, see the thing is, you are very correct, Ikechukwu, that he joined in the middle of the season. However, as a coach, you are supposed to affect the outlook of the team. How do you explain losing 18 games since you started? It doesn't make any logical sense. What tactics are you putting in?
What I'm saying is this. Yes, we can actually fault Ruben for his terrible run. But you cannot tell me Ange, who has spent 2 seasons, is better than him. No. You can't.
Well,
yes, now 2 seasons, and then you are the Manchester United with a more stable squad, and you're saying it's better than Ruben. No.
All these statistics, I understand. Back in the days, when children fail in school, maybe out of 50 in the class, he scores 45. He finished 45 out of 50. The dad would not say, you have failed. He would not say, Daddy, at least I'm better than 5 people in the class. Does that make you?
No, Jerry.
No, that's what you are doing.
Jerry, this is not. No, Jerry, this is not the.
This is exactly what.
Wait, Jerry. Jerry.
I understand.
No, you're not being truthful, Jerry. You're not being truthful. Where did Tottenham finish last season? How did they make it to Europa?
No, but
how did they make it to Europa?
Man, you also went to Europa last season.
But it was not Ruben. It was not Ruben that took Man United to Europa last season. But how did Tottenham go to Europa? So you made top 6 last season, and now you're somewhere around 18. You're saying you're better than the manager who just joined in the middle of the season after spending 2 years. Jerry, that's not true.
Taking a look at where Ruben Amorim is coming from.
No, but the thing is this. The thing is this. If you score 1, it is F. If you score 39, it's still F. The bottom line is this. It doesn't really matter who is better. Both teams are very poor this season. True.
But United is better than Tottenham.
But there's
Tottenham was poor.
What are you saying?
No, you can't say they are better. The results are terrible.
What are you saying?
The results are terrible.
You spend 2 seasons and then you are
we need first aid kits to come and test this man.
No, it's not even that. If this were to be the season where relegation battle is determined by 45 points, Manchester United would have been relegated with our current points. The same thing with Tottenham Hotspur. Forget the fact that they got to the Europa League final.
Yes, they should be relegated.
That's just the honest truth.
This Man United side should be relegated.
The result is poor. Very poor.
You are the people that is encouraging me.
I'm not
yes, you are one of the people.
What I'm saying is,
you are one of the fans.
You are trying to make Ruben look worse.
You see,
it's not worse than
the thing is that
what's his name? Ange. It's not worse than Ange.
For me, I don't even need to make Ruben Amorim look worse. The man has even seen it. He has seen the writing on the wall. He has even told the management, sack me. Don't even compensate me, because I know I've not done well. He has even done appraisal for himself.
Everybody knows that he hasn't done well.
So what are you saying here? You are
What I'm saying is, where you are coming from, you are making it look like he's worse than Anger. That's what I'm saying.
You see the
United is not as bad as
now he's now saying,
yes.
Calm down. You are now saying there's nothing different between the example I just made and what you are saying now.
Maiwa.
No, but you cannot compare Ange. You cannot compare Ange with Ruben Amorim. What you are going to compare is Ruben Amorim versus Ten Hag. Ruben Amorim has even done worse than Ten Hag. Yes, we were undefeated to the Europa League final. We got to the Europa League final. However, look at the start of Ruben Amorim. Look at the start of Ten Hag. Ten Hag did not lose 18 games before he was fired. And you have handled the team 18 times. And you lost it. You handled them more than 18 times. Out of about 24, 25 times that you handled the team, you lost 18 times. There is no excuse for it. And even the loss, it's not as if the teams were playing better. They were not. I can count the number of games that Manchester United played very well and they lost. I can count it. The performance on the field of play has been very poor. So what is it? What is your input as a coach after handling about 30 games since you have been hired? So to be honest with you, I don't think Ruben Amorim has the quality to take us forward. So why did we sack Ten Hag? That's just the question. Why did we sack Ten Hag when the result has not improved? Forget that we go to the Europa League final. Forget about that one. Even the Europa League final, we did not win it. The same team that had beaten you 3 times, go to the Europa League final, beat you again.
By playing
so what are you doing as a coach? I mean, to be honest with you, Ruben Amorim is not the answer for Manchester United, and that's just the honest truth.
Mayo, you will live long for saying the truth, for speaking truth to power. There's no shame in when you have problem, you go to the doctor and tell him you have headache, so that they will give you treatment. It's unfortunate that if you went to the doctor, you have headache and you are telling you have back pain. That means you want the doctor to prescribe a wrong drug. And if there's now reaction and problem, it is you that will suffer it. So I have no problem. I think I will even be excited if Ruben Amorim stays at Manchester United. So next season, I will be seeing Manchester United going back to where they came from, which is 16th. Before you know it, I think they will negotiate relegation then properly. I think I will be excited if I see Manchester United playing the championship. It's not going to do me any. I think I even want Ruben Amorim to continue next season.
Who is clamoring for?
Yes, you want Ruben Amorim to continue.
No, see, Jerry, what
his successful plan.
No,
you know, you are one of those people who
Jerry,
have.
Jerry, no,
the thing is that
no.
You know the president.
Jerry, that's not what I said.
I think we were at the political show. It's just like the present government saying we are trying, but look at the previous political party. At least we are doing better. We did better.
No, Jerry, Jerry, no.
That's what you are doing. That's what you are doing. You are telling me the other party, you know, I'm trying to save you from
Jerry, what kicked this conversation off was when you said that Ange, has a better season than Ruben.
Yes.
That's why I said no.
You cannot
look at the league and look at the fact that no, Jerry, look at the fact that
he has won
been there for 2 years.
He has won Europa League and he's in the Champions League.
He had a better season.
He had a better season.
How? He's in Europe. He's going to Champions League.
He's going to Champions League next season.
That's why they're going to scrap that.
No.
What is this?
This is medicine after death.
No, Ikechukwu don't say that. You didn't say this yesterday.
You were part of those who were planning for Champions League. Okay, just because, see, you are just like that woman in that story, when in Solomon's story, when the woman was asked, let's divide the child. The woman does not have the child. Who knows the child does not belong to her? I was asking that Solomon should divide the child. Why the real mother was saying, okay, just give the child to her, I don't care. Let the child survive. That's what you are doing. It's wrong. As a wise man who is on this platform, I will tell you that thought is dead on arrival. So as if Solomon in this panel, I will tell you that you are on the wrong path. So leave Tottenham Hotspur to play in the Champions League next season.
No, Jerry, it's your day to cook. It's your day to cook. Continue cooking. It's your day to cook.
So anyway, let's now come to the Super Eagles back, because we understand that some NPFL players have been invited, and at least we have to celebrate them. And of course, the Super Eagles assistant coach, Fidelis Ilechukwu, has praised the coach. Talk about Eric Chell. We're including 9 Premier League football players into the national team squad for the upcoming Unity Cup game and the Russian friendly. It seems you are not excited that we're having NPFL stars.
I mean, I don't have issues with the MPFL players, but the question is, what is the plan for these guys going forward? Are you just going to bring them in to actually just play, these friendly games and then send them back home? It's obvious that we've been our plan so far. The project, the Super Eagles project or the project Super Eagles is actually to get foreign-born players to actually, play in our national team. Since 2002, when we started having the likes of Efetobore, Soji and Co. Coming to Super Eagles. Ever since that time, this seems to be the norm in Super Eagles now. So having these guys come in and then just play this game and then you don't get to see them again, it's not what I want to see. If you have plan for these MPFL players, let's get to see them. Let's see the plan that the national team have for them. I mean, we've played two games. We played Rwanda, we played Zimbabwe. How many of the MPFL stars were even on the bench? How many of them actually, got to play a minute in that particular game? So it says a lot about these things. These are games where you look at, you say these games are actually not very important, and then you're bringing them in. We're going to be bringing South Africa and Rwanda. Do they have any plan for these guys? I mean, it's not about just bringing them for these games. How many of them will even get to even be part of this particular friendly game? These are the questions. So it's already an insult to actually not have MPFL players in the Super Eagles setup. A bigger insult is when you actually even invite them and then you don't even get to give them a minute in this sort of friendly game. So I don't know what the plan is. For me, you asked why I'm actually not excited. Not like I'm not excited, but it's more like, I would rather say I'm indifferent. I don't know exactly what to feel because it's obvious these guys are just, many of them even just got to be part of this particular squad because many of them have someone who can actually pull string. Why can't we just go straight to the Chan Eagles and then pick the Chan Eagles and say, okay, let's get the first team, the first 11 of the Chan Eagles to be part of this. Then let's know that these guys are actually from Chan Eagles, which is supposed to be the Super Eagles team B team. So when you just go about start picking players for MPFL, it shows you're actually very unserious. Because if you cannot actually make the Chan Eagles team, then why are we actually bringing you in? It's actually not different from what we had in the qualifying rounds where we had Kawade Bankole, who is actually the third choice goalkeeper of Obasa, who is actually the goalkeeper of Republic of Benin, right? So it says a lot about the kind of plans that we have. The Kawade Bankole is actually not even a Chan Eagles. So when we talk about Chan Eagles, when we talk about the MPFL players, it's more like what exactly is the plan of this particular administration, or I mean, talk about people who actually run football at this point, and of course the coach Eric Shell. How well does he even know the players? How the kind of communication he has with the coach, talking about Fides Lechukwu and of course Gbenga Ogumodede. So Jerry, it's a lot to actually think, when you look at, this sort of invitation, how it actually comes, and, people who actually really come into this. You were talking about meritocracy earlier on, when you actually talking about players who are supposed to be part of a good side. So this Super Eagles side and hearing that, some players will not be part of it today, these players will be part of it tomorrow. We are bringing in 11 Chan Eagles MPFL players because that's the word now. It's not about looking at the Chan again. But now everything about Chan seems to be close. So whoever it is in the Chan Eagles, really they're just there for fun. And I'll not even be surprised that when this particular Chan tournament kicks off properly, these guys actually got the tickets to the Chan tournament will not be the ones that will even go there. Then you start seeing power play. You start seeing people who really have influence to actually put one or two players who are not supposed to be part of the team join it. Jerry, we have a long way to go. So whatever it is that Jerry wants to do, let him just do. I know that the most important thing for an average Nigerian is to see that Super Eagles succeed, and that's where I stand.
All right, my way, it is what it is. The MPFL stars, hopefully, they'll take advantage of the opportunities they are going to be given in the games in the Unity Cup and as well as the Russian friendly.
Well, the thing is this. I think if you look at it, you can examine it from both sides. Yes, it's good that we're having 9 MPFL players, join that particular team. We've advocated for MPFL players all along. However, I think I want to align with what Ikechukwu said. If you are not good enough to get into the Chan Eagles, there is no reason why you should be part of the national team. I think Eric should have gone to the Chan Eagles and checked. However, another thing is this: some players of the Chan Eagles, did they get there on merit? Those are the questions we need to ask. Remember that we have over 400 players in the league, and not all the 400 good players we get into that particular Chan Eagle. So probably maybe Excel is looking at from some other players that he feels has a better quality than the Chan Eagle. That is the reason why he decided to go with the 9 he picked. However, the most important aspect, which Ikechukwu has mentioned, is this: the 9 players that is inviting, are they going to play? The 9 players he invited, is it not because of the fact that the likes of Felix Agu, they've not cleared him by FIFA? That is the reason why, an MPFA player is having a slot. Is he going to use them? Is he confident enough to field those players in those matches? From what he has done so far, for him to have fielded an unfit captain for our game against Zimbabwe, it shows that I don't think he has enough confidence in our own base player. That is the reason why you rather field an unfit captain to play against Zimbabwe, and that's what that cost us that particular point. We need to look at it holistically. Is Excel actually interested, in actually integrating the home base players with the national team? Well, on the 28th, it's about 6 days from now. When the tournament starts, that's when we'll be able to have an overview. However, if you look from the antecedents, it has not been pretty for the home base players. They just invite them, they make up the numbers, they don't get to play. I hope this time around, it is different, because in the next qualifier, I hope to see 2, 3, at least 4 players from the home base side be part of the national team, and let's see what we can do with those 4 players.
All right, let's see it. Countdown and time will tell. We're pressed for time. We'll take as much as 4 minutes to do justice to what we all started. Anyway, we understand that Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim has expressed his commitment to staying at the club side, stating that he will only leave if the board decides to part ways with him. He has even asked that he should be sacked if they want him to go. And then even news has even come out that even in January he wanted to resign, but they convinced him to stay. That don't worry, the misery has just started. We will see the end when May comes. And of course, come what may, the misery is no longer manageable. But the thing is that, where does United go from here? We hear he's going to be giving £100 million to buy players. In that Manchester United squad, £100 million will not be enough to salvage the situation, because you have dead players like Højlund, you still have Orobosa, you have Mason Mount, Casemiro. Even Onana, you have to still buy a goalkeeper. You still need defender. Where does Amorim start from in rebuilding this team?
It's so good that you finally want to start a conversation where we are supposed to have started off. I was talking earlier on about Ruben Amorim, saying that he actually inherited this squad. This is actually not his team. He didn't actually go to the preseason with this particular squad. He joined very much inside the season. So that's why I look at him and I said, yes, you have to cut him some slack. Many of these players, top managers in the world, when they go into a team, they actually look for players that actually suit their style of play. Many of these players cannot actually play Ruben Amorim's style of play. Amorim's style of play is usually players who can actually...
So you think that maybe the board made the wrong choice of manager? Because you know the quality of your team and the pattern your team is good at.
Yes,
I can agree with you on that. For the manager that will suit that style.
Yes, I can agree with you on that the board made a very wrong call by actually bringing the manager.
Would it make sense to now do away with this squad instead of getting the manager that will fit into that style and make the team better?
No. Outside the fact that this squad actually, in terms of working with Ruben Amorim, is not clearly feasible. We actually also look at the quality of the squad. Many of these players, how many of them are actually key starter for top countries? This is what makes a top club side. Check top club side.
They were doing well, they will start at least.
No, before they joined United, the likes of Mazraoui, the likes of Leno Yoro that they just coming. Even what's his name? Harry Maguire, we know he's not been informed for over 2 seasons now. Luke Shaw is on and off. Look at the back line, look at the...
Luke Shaw is fit, he plays for England.
No, Luke Shaw, when last did he play for England? That's why I said off and on. This is not a player you can rely on.
Onana starts for Cameroon.
Is Cameroon a top football nation?
It's a number one goalkeeper. But you're talking national team.
I said top football nation.
At least Harry Maguire, they see England still inviting.
Oh, Jerry, you see, you're just being sarcastic.
I'm not being sarcastic. No.
See, if we look at
Bruno Fernandes is a starter for Portugal. Kobe Mino was last invited for England.
That's what I'm saying. The likes of Kobe Mino just joined English national team. Not even a key starter in English national team, right?
Who is he going to bench? He's not going to bench.
That's what I'm saying. But United back in the days, you know that these guys are key players for top countries.
That's past memory. That's during the Ferguson era.
Every top countries, every top club size in Europe, check them, check the players. You know that they are key players for top countries.
You think Manchester United is still top side? You are not looking at top
That's
side.
what I'm saying now.
No.
When you want
you have to start from Leicester City standard.
I'm talking about the quality of the players.
Yes.
I'm talking about the quality of the players Amorim inherited today, that they are not top quality. So if he's going to start his own campaign this season with the 100 million, of course, a lot of players will have to go. Many of them will not go on free transfer. They will have to actually sell them and, of course, bring in more money.
But the thing is that this Manchester United squad, with what Amorim has done already with this team, he has made it.
This is not the team he's going to be.
The thing is that
this is not the team he's going to be persecuting this
let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
Coming season with.
Let's be realistic. Going into next season, how many of these players realistically can give Manchester United extra £100 million to buy players?
What? How many of these players? If we sell a couple of players, we'll get over 100 million.
Who?
United is going to sell at least six of these players.
Which of the 6? Because 6 players is easy to say. Which of the 6 players are easy going to sell? Name them. Yes. Okay, I'm listening.
I don't know the plan of the coach, so I cannot start naming.
Maybe you
but the likes of Casemiro will go.
Who will buy Casemiro with that his transfer? His weekly
No, it's not going to be bought for 100 million.
At what amount?
It's not going to be bought. It's not going to be sold for 100 million.
But
of
have to go.
Saudi Arabia and other
if you are in Saudi Arabia, you pay how much for Casemiro? Anyway, time will really fast spend. Your problem is not even 3 hours to be enough to discuss it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chike Chukwu. And of course, all the guys who made the show great behind the scene. And of course, up next is Political Lens with Chukwuma Okoro. My name is Jerry. I'll tell you how I say. Stay safe, and if not anything at all, do it the sports way.